This is Hank Sullivan with Sullivan and Forbes, and what you're going to be watching is a video of an 1870s farmhouse renovation. And this home is located in Hall County. It's the home of Martha and Gary Stewart. Mrs. Stewart was raised in this home from age 12 until she left home. These are pictures of the house as it was when we were just about getting started. This is the end of the house. This is the left side of the house, and we're going to be putting a front porch on there and knocking off that back half of the house, that back, well, third of the house, and building a family room. Here's some interior shots. You can see how dingy it was on the floors, and some of the areas were in pretty good shape, but by and large it was in pretty miserable condition. No one has lived in the home for several years, and we were standing there in the kitchen, I believe that was, but you can tell it was pretty road hard. Here's some shots of the floor, and it's going to be interesting to watch these floors really take a whole new level of finishing. These are some shots as the construction was taking place. These areas were in the attic, and all of these areas had been blocked off for years and years. No one had been able to access these areas, and so we found it useful to use these areas and build in closets and bathrooms. And we didn't even know we were going to be doing that when we started the project, but once we got through there was really no reason why we couldn't use these areas to good use. That picture frame there, that was in the attic for probably 50 years, and no one knew it was there. We ended up using that picture frame in the powder room and made a mirror out of it. Now this is the old beauty salon, and we're going to take that beauty salon and dismantle it and build a family room there. This is the old kitchen. Above one of the bedrooms downstairs, there was a chimney chase that went right through the upstairs bedroom. So you can see we're removing that chimney chase, and we're going to restore this into a working bedroom. This is looking down into the chimney chase. It was actually a two-sided chimney, one going into each of two bedrooms downstairs. That was the hole in the ceiling. All right, you can tell that we're dismantling the beauty salon. That's Bubba back there, and the crew's back there. We're just pulling it down piece by piece. We're going to demo that entire area of the house. The foundation underneath there was not really worthy of keeping, and our footprint got larger. This is going to be the new family room. You see the kitchen in the distance through that one door. All right, we've just about dismantled the beauty salon, and there's the kitchen door and window back behind there. We're going to have to dismantle this, but we're going to save all those rocks, and we're going to use those down the road for different things. This is in the back of the foyer, and you'll see that it had a twin set of stairs. It went up to a landing, turned, and went back up. And you also see that in the foyer there was a second floor. Well, there was no good way to get to that second floor when we began construction. You had to climb over a rail to get to it, and it was just used for storage for a long time. So there was no reason for it to be there, so we just dismantled it, and now there's a two-story foyer. These are some shots of the work that we had to do in order to level up the foundation. You can imagine over all these years, these block piers, one after the other, just dropped. So we had quite a bit of foundation work in order to level up the house. Now this is over on the right-hand side, and all this is going to be new construction. You see the old farmhouse in the background. We're going to build a new breezeway and a garage with a bonus room or man cave above that. Now this is back in the foyer. You can see our new stairs are going to come down directly toward the front door. On the left-hand side of the house, we're building a porch, and you can start to see the new shape of the family room that's going to be right off of the kitchen there. So there's going to be a porch on this entire area here, and this is on the back of the house. We're working away, building up our new family room piece by piece. and it's really taking shape. You can see the view that they have off of the left side of the house. That was the major reason for the porch. Now the porch foundation is going in right there, but there's no porch framing up here yet. This is our crew working in the tie-in of the roof. That's Marshall, Michael, and Bubba, and we're putting on the house wrap. And now you can really see it starting to take shape. There's also going to be a chimney that's back there on the back side of the family room. Alright, here comes our porch. And the porch elements are reminiscent of the shed details that were on the house from the inception. Alright, we've got the windows in on the new family room. And now we're starting off on the right hand side. You can see that we're enclosing part of the old porch there, and we're going to make that into a pantry and to a laundry room. And this is the new garage foundation. There you go. And now we're constructing the garage. It's a large garage for 2 cars. You can tell there's probably 7 or 8 feet to the right and left hand side of those 2 garage doors. That makes for a very sizable area up above there, and that is Gary Stewart's office or man cave. And it's starting to take shape there. The shed dormers, again, they're reminiscent of the original house, and so we've incorporated those same architectural details into the new construction as well. Now we're getting our siding on. Now this is upstairs in Gary's office, and you can tell it's just a large area. He's got a full bath up there with a shower, and it's as nice a space as you can ever imagine. Alright, now we've broken through between the kitchen and the new family room. Now this is where the beauty salon used to be, and the beauty salon was probably just a little over half the depth of the family room. We've got a fireplace in there, and now you can see this is polyisobutene insulation, and you also get to see some of the beams that we put up into the vaulted ceiling. We covered those up before we sheetrocked them in order to protect them. But this home is brought up to Right Choice standards, and so it is a very energy efficient and energy conserving home. This is a loft area looking down into the family room. Now this is an example of how we were able to use the attic eaves areas. This is full bath and with cultured marble sides and a top to it. This is looking down into the foyer. Alright, now this is how we've broken through into the new kitchen area. And you see how wide that opening is, looking from the family room back into the kitchen. We've got our pine hardwood that's been delivered, and now we're making the tie-in between the breezeway and the new garage. Now you get to see the whole shooting match from a different angle there, how massive it is. Installing the hardwood floors, and our railing is finished up, and now we're working on finishing off the side porch. This home has a steel roof, and there's our new front doors with side lights, leaded glass, very nice. And looking down from the front of the foyer toward the back of the house there, and everything's starting to get painted. This is an example of some of the cabinetry we build at our own cabinet shop, and you can see the color schemes are starting to come together as well. Here's our finished garage, and we're working on finishing up the porch. You can tell there is really quite a view off of that left side. Now the porch is really taking shape here. We've got the brickwork done under the foundation. That's Wendy. She's my wife, and she's an integral part of the process here. And Michael and Marshall working on some details on the roof. Now this turned out really nice in one of the upstairs baths. Now this was when we were capping off the well. There's a concrete plug in the top of the well. It was a hand dug well. I don't know how deep it was, but it all got filled in, and all those pieces of rock, we're going to incorporate them into the fire pit. They're the benches for the fire pit in the back. And this is as we're starting in the finishing phases here. And there's another video that you'll be able to watch that will have all of the finishes here. That's me on the left, Wendy, Bubba, Larry, Renee, Leah, Michael, and Marshall.